Number 9, Williams. Number 17, Green. And flex player number 7, Strider. Thank you. And now our North Hardin Trojans, starting off with number 23, Melton. Number 1, Atkinson. Number 36, Porter. Number 2, Atkinson. Number 21, Fife. Number 9, Crank. Number 14, Kelly. Number 12, Jones. Number 10, Atkins. And running up, number 31, Latham.
And good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to North Hardin High School and the home of the Lady Trojans for today's 17th district matchup between the Lady Bruins of Central Hardin and the Lady Trojans of North Hardin. We have the 5th ranked Lady Bruins on tap for a little action this afternoon, and they'll be taking again on the Lady Trojans. Lady Trojans are 5-7 on the year, 1-2 in the district. They're coming off a recent win over Grayson County on April 20th. They won 15-4 in 6 innings, whereas the Lady Bruins from Central Hardin came off a win on the 20th at Greene County, 21-8. Central Hardin is ranked number 5 in the latest coaches poll with a 12-3 overall record, 4-0 in the district. They've put together a pretty impressive record so far and a pretty impressive schedule. As I was going over their schedule this week, looks like they have potentially faced 13 of the top 25 teams in the state right now. They faced 5 of those so far, and they're 2-3 on the season of those top 25 teams. So their 3 losses come to 3 of those top 25 teams, and they're on tap for this weekend to take on 2 more in Pulaski County and Oldham. But today they face the Lady Trojans of North Hardin. It's time to get underway, and in the circle for the Lady Trojans today, it's our pitcher, Miss Emily Fife, and we're ready to get underway. Leading off for the Lady Bruins is Macy Martin, and the first pitch is a line drive down the left field line. Martin will dig out a double, stand-up double to start the game. 1 pitch and a leadoff double by Martin. I'm sure Coach Goodman likes that start for the Lady Bruins. Now batting is Emma Kay. She's the leading hitter on the team at 568, 21 for 37 on the year. And a drive to left field, back to and off the glove on the left fielder number. And that will score Macy Martin there, and a long stand-up double off the glove there of the left fielder. So 2 pitches, 2 doubles by Central Hardin. Pretty quick and impressive start by the Lady Bruins. That pitch is outside for ball 1. That's Kelsey Waters up to bat, number 10. She's second leading hitter on the Lady Bruins at 488, 21 for 43. Second pitch on a way is foul to the right side. That was Abigail Atkins out there in left field trying to make that play just off her glove. The wind is blowing from left field to right field, so a tough play there. That's low and inside for 2 balls and a strike here in the first inning. These two matched up earlier in the year on April 1st, and there's a drive to right field, and that one is gone. Kelsey Waters with a 2-run blast to right center for a 2-run home run. Quickly 3-0 out of the box for the Lady Bruins on that That is Kelsey Waters' 5th home run of the year. That's the team leading 5th. That is her 27th, team leading 27th RBI of the year. Big start here for the Lady Bruins. Another pitch and a line drive through the left side by Madison Jones. So Central Hardin comes out swinging some hot bats here on Miss Emily Fife. Now batting is Cassie Muse, 345 on the year, 10 for 29. That one's called strike one. Maybe North Hardin can settle in here and get some outs here and come in the bottom of the first and try to get a little back here. Second pitch on the way is inside, called strike two. Quickly 0-2 on Muse. Again, 3-0 on 2 doubles and a 2-run home run by Jones. That ball is in the dirt, gets past the catcher, so Jones will move up into second on a pass ball. Emily Fife is starting her 4th game of the year. She's pitched 19.2 innings, given up 29 hits. She has a 2-1 record with a 1.0 ERA. So, she's given up 29 hits, 21 runs, walked 2, struck out 15. So, kind of tough start for her. And here's a long one to left. Will it stay fair? And it goes for Cassie Muse. A 2-run shot out to left field. And quickly it is 5-0 Central Hardin. Well, Cassie didn't want Kelsey Waters to get too far out in front and the home run chase. That is her 5th on the year and her 12th RBIs for the season. Now batting is Tris Kolasanti. She's batting .500 on the year, for 10 for 20. She is the designated player. She swings a miss at the first pitch. 5-0 Central Hardin here in the top of the first. Fife gets her pitch. Another swing and miss. Looks like a little change up maybe. Down 0-2 here. And that one's pulled into the dugout. And hopefully nobody was hit there. Coach is checking in. Still strike 2. Again, Central Hardin has played a pretty tough schedule up here. They've beat number 14 Marshall County. They've lost to number 13 Woodford. They've beat number 11 Henderson. Lost to number 20 Great Crossing. And there's a little blooper to the shortstop quarter for the first out. And they've lost 10-1 to Louisville Ballard number 2. So they've already had some tough outings. So but impressive start here. Now batting is number 23, Alicia Hager. She's a 242 on the year, 8 for 33. She's our right fielder for Central Hardin. Called strike 1 on the inside corner. And that one's fouled back for strike 2. Looks like Emily Fife is now trying to keep it out of the middle of the plate, hitting her spots now, so maybe she's settling a little bit. 5-0 Central Hardin here in the top of the first. And that ball's just outside for ball 1. 1-2 on Hager. That one's in the left-handed batter's box. 2-2 the count on Hager. And that one's fouled back behind us. this week's polls, Central Hardin is ranked 5th in the coaching poll. They dropped 1 from 4th last week. South Warren, Louisville Ballard, Lexington Lafayette, and Boyle County are in front of them. Mel lost 3 straight games and dropped to number 6 behind Central Hardin. So, and a big weekend coming up for them this weekend at Franklin County. That's if weather permits. Looking for a lot of rain on Saturday, so we'll see how many games they get in this weekend. And ball's ripped down and foul. Still 2-2 on Hager. Hager gets called strike 3 looking here on something slow on the inside corner, so that's 2 outs now. And up the bat here is going to be our pitcher today for Central Hardin, Caitlin Williams. She's batting .500 on the year, 3 for 6. And calls strike 1. Now you got to understand, Central's a veteran team. They're starting, looks like 8 seniors, 1 junior, and 1 sophomore today. So they are a pretty veteran team. That's fouled back for strike 2, whereas North Hardin is starting 3 seniors, an 8th grader, a freshman, a sophomore, 3 sophomores, and a junior. So there's youth versus experience here. And that ball is hit to our second baseman, Sydney Atkinson. We're to first base to Tiffany Kelly for the out. So 4-3 put out, and the top of the first is done. We have 5 runs on 5 hits, no errors. And after a half inning, it's Central Hardin 5. North Hardin will have Tony Melton, Carly Atkinson, and Emma Corder when we return. And as we come back to the bottom of the first, again we have Melton, Carly Atkinson, and Corder. In the field, you'll have Muse in left, Martin in center, Hager in right, Case at third, Jones at short, Green at second, Waters at first. Williams is in the circle, and Strader will be behind the plate. Let's see if North Hardin will have an answer here. Tony Melton is batting .429 on the year, 15 for 35. She leads the team with 2 home runs, 10 RBIs. Call strike 1 on the outside corner. For Central Hardin, Caitlin Williams is starting her second game. She's pitched 14 innings. She's given up 7 hits, 4 runs. She has 6 walks, 16 strikeouts. She's 1-1 on the year and has an ERA of 1. That one's high and away for ball 1. It's 1 ball, 1 strike to Tony Melton. Up and away, back to the screen for 2 balls and a strike. Swing and a miss by Melton. 2-2 our count here in the bottom of the first. Williams in the circle, Melton at the plate. That one's in the right-hand box, 3-2's count. Melton hangs in there and fouls that one away. Still 3 balls, 2 strikes. And Melton earns the walk. So leadoff batter is on for the Lady Trojans. Now batting is Carly Atkinson. She's an 8th grader. She's batting .243, 9 for 37 on the year, playing right field for the Lady Trojans. Williams is up and away with ball 1. Sure, Coach Gumby's told her girls be patient, can't get it all back at once, so chip away at this, try to hold them here, and let's get some runs back. Atkinson right back up the middle for a base hit for the first hit. Right back where it came from. So the first 2 batters are on for the Lady Trojans. Got something working here. Now comes senior number 36 Emma Quarter, the Lady Trojans shortstop, batting .308, 12 for 39 on the year. And she fouls one off back here for strike 1. Wind is blowing straight out the center field here, so beautiful day after yesterday's almost 2 inches of snow. Crazy weather, and that ball's hit the shortstop. Quarter going to try to, and shortstop decides. Jones tries to back pick Tony Melton at third, so fielder's choice for Quarter here. So the Lady Trojans have bases loaded with Sydney Atkinson, the second leading hitter on the team at .417, 15 for 36. Sydney's got 15 for 36, 10 runs, 9 RBIs. Called strike 1. So just what the doctor asked for here, ordered up. Got bases loaded, no outs after a 5 spot in the top of the first, and the Trojans are going to chip away. That ball's inside, almost hit her. 1-1 to count on Sydney. She's a sophomore and the older sister of Carly, who got the base hit up the middle. Up and away, 2 balls and a strike. Ladies Trojans have loaded the bases up, threatened here in the bottom of the first after spotting the Lady Bruins. 5 runs in the first after 2 home runs by the Lady Bruins. Called strike 2 on the outside corner. North Hardin fans question that call. Made a little white chalk on the outside batter's box, but the umpire says 2-2. That's just a little bit farther out. Full count here. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Sydney Atkinson. Looks like Coach Goodman comes out and wants a little conversation with Strader and Williams. Maybe he's giving a stare to the umpire of questioning where that one was at. Maybe as this catcher where that one was at. From my advantage, it was probably a ball or 2 in the left-hander's batter's box. So three balls, 2 strikes, no outs, bases loaded for the Lady Trojans. And Atkinson stays alive, fouls that one to the right side. Williams to the plate and right back up the middle. The ball's down and out at first. 4-3 put out, but it does score a run for the Lady Trojans. Everybody moves up 60 feet there. So we got 2 on, 1 out for Emily Five. Emily Five is batting .270 on the year, 10 for 37. 8 RBIs. She's going to try to help her cause here. Try to drive in 1 or 2 here. Inside corner, strike 1. Again, Williams is her second start on the year. 14 innings of pitching. 1-1 is her record. That ball's low and away for ball 1. She has a 1.0 ERA. Just based on the stats, looks to be their 3rd starter for the Lady Bruins. Swing and a miss on a ball that was probably in the other batter's box. Good movement on that pitch there by Williams. So Fife down 1-2 in the count. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out, 2 on for the Lady Trojans. Trying to get some runs back here in the bottom of the 1st. And Fife goes down swinging for 2 outs. That brings in the catcher, Riley Crank. She's a freshman, batted .216 on the year, 8 for 37. Riley's got 8 RBIs on the year, trying to add to that total. And she fouls one off to the right side. Williams to the plate. That ball broke out to the left-hander's batter's box. Ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike to Crank. That ball's inside for 2 balls, 1 strike on North Hardin's catcher, Riley Crank. Crank fouls that one off to the screen. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out, 2 on for the Lady Trojans here in the bottom of the 1st. 5-1 Central Hardin here in the 1st inning. And Crank goes down swinging. So after 1 complete inning, the Lady Trojans get 1 run on 2 hits, no errors. It's Central Hardin 5, Lady Trojans 1. This is a Hardin County Educational and Community Television student production. Special thanks to our live coverage sponsors, Brandenburg Telecom, Physical Therapy Associates, Waddell's Auto and Scrap Metal Recycling, Blue Ribbon Renovations, a Mark Harris company, and E-Town Exterminating, West Point, and West Point Bank. Tune in weekly for local HCEC-TV programs aired on Brandenburg Telecom and Comcast Cables, Channel 2, Spectrum 184. All HCEC-TV programs on the HCE-TV YouTube channel. Subscribe to the channel today and get your local community sports. Special thanks to our HCEC-TV crew today. Miss Gina Ryan helping us get set up and put on the air. Kyler Barkley from Central Hardin. Brendan Dennis from Central Hardin. And Alania Holt from North Hardin working our cameras and our computers and keeping us on the air to bring you this district action and softball game. We also would like to thank the National Federation of High School Sports, the NFHS, and its support in providing live streaming service. Contact nfhs.com today and subscribe to get your sports. as we begin the top of the second. Fife is back in the circle, and Sydney Green will lead off. She's batting 154, playing second base today, 2 for 13. That ball's up and away. Central Hardin started the first inning with a bang. First two got on with hitting the first pitches, both hitting doubles. Martin led off a double to left. Emma Case hit a double to left, scoring Martin, and then a two-run blast by Waters. And then Jones had a base hit to left, followed by another two-run blast by Muse. And then the next three were set down for 5 runs on 5 hits. 3 balls, no strikes to Green to start the second. And that's called strike 1 on Green from Fife. And that's a shot down to third base. Latham couldn't handle the shot down to her, so Green reaches on E6 there. So that was a tough shot. Now back to the top of the lineup for Central Hardin, and we have Martin, and Green takes off on the pitch, so stolen base number 1 for Central Hardin on the day. Green is now 2 for 2 on the year for stolen bases. It's ball 2 outside. 2 balls, no strikes to Macy Martin, who led off the game with the first pitch line drive double down to left field. Fife to the plate, another shot, knocked down by Latham, and no play. She caught it, dropped it, came back up, looked at second, and no play. That brings Emma Case to the plate. So 2 on, no outs for Lady Bruins here in the second. That's fouled off, and Miss Walters had to jump over that one there. So for strike 1. That ball bounces, gets away from Crank. Both players, runners move up 60 more feet into scoring position there. Crank couldn't find that right off the bat, so base hit may score 2 more here for Central Hardin. To be up and away, 2 balls and a strike, the case from Fife. And there's a line foul down the left field line for strike 2. Fife misses inside for ball 3 there. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Emma Case, the leading hitter for Central Hardin, batting .568. Actually went up with her hit early in the first inning, and that ball paints the line and will score 2 as she gets a base hit down the line, moves up to second on the throw. So 2 more RBIs for Case on the year. And the Lady Bruins add 2 more to their lead, now leading 7-1 here in the top of the second. Kelsey Waters digs in, called strike 1 on the inside corner. Kelsey Waters took one over the right center field fence in the first. A nice shot out to right center. It wasn't wind aided. It was total power shot to right field for her 5th of the year. And her 27th RBI for the season. And a line shot right back up the middle. One hops the fence. She'll dig for 2. Scores Case. And just like that, it's 8-1. Lady Bruins. Lady Bruins showing why they are number 5 in the state. Their bats are hot with pop. And there is another shot down past the third baseman by Jones. Probably the same exact spot the last hit was, first inning. Walters advances third base on the hit, and Jones moves up to second on Coach Gumby comes out and wants to talk with Fife. Maybe looking at a pitching change here. And yes, she'll be bringing in Sydney Atkinson. Sydney has started 8 games for the Lady Trojans. She has a 2.98 ERA, 6 walks, 27 strikeouts. She is 2-6 on the season. So Sydney moves to pitcher. Fife will move to third base. And Latham will move to second base. And stepping to the plate for Central Hardin will be Cassie Muse. She hit a home run out to left field last time up. And first pitch, swing and miss. That ball had a little movement on it. Swing and miss, strike 1. Called strike 2. Oh, 2 on Cassie Muse here. Sydney Atkinson in the circle for the Lady Trojans. And outside with that pitch by Atkinson. And that ball's popped up in the air behind first base, over to play. Foul ball was dropped by, I guess it seemed like the second baseman there, Latham. I got blocked by the dugout, so Muse will have another life here. Fouled back by Muse on that pitch. Atkinson's pitches seem to have a lot more movement on her ball than Fife, so maybe keep Central Hardin a little bit more off balance here. And the swing and the miss for Atkinson gets Muse, and 1 down here in the second. 8-1 Central Hardin here in the second. We have Jones at second, Waters at third, and now batting is Kolasanti. She popped out to the shortstop in the first. Kolasanti pops one to right center. Carly Atkinson under it, and she makes the catch. And she throws it in. The ball gets away from quarter, and both runners will score on the fly ball. So brings the 8th batter to the plate this inning, and this is Hager. Hager struck out looking in the second. 10-1 Central Hardin here in the second. Two balls, no strikes on Hager. That ball moved outside for 3-0 on Hager. That hits the outside corner, 3-1. That ball's hit straight back over our heads for strike 2. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. It's, again, 10 for Central Hardin, 1 for the Lady Trojans of North Hardin here in the top of the second. Atkinson to the plate, and a shot to 5 over to Kelly. Great play. 5-3 put out to end the inning, but not before more damage is done. I've got 4 or 5 runs on 3 hits and 3 errors by the Lady Trojans, and Central Hardin leads 10-1 after 1.5. We'll be right back with the Lady Trojans. They'll have Tiffany Kelly, Lillian Jones, and Abigail Atkins when we return. And as we return here to the bottom of the second, first baseman number 14, Tiffany Kelly for the Lady Trojans, batting .200 on the year, 7 for 35, steps into the face Caitlin Williams as she delivers the first pitch, strike 1. Kelly swings through that one, strike 2, 0-2 the count. And the pitch by Williams is up and away for ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes here in the bottom of the second. 10-1 Central Hardin. Tiffany Kelly fouls that one straight back off the backstop. Count remains 1-2. Lady Trojans will not play again until the 26th against John Hardin, so they'll be off until Monday. And Tiffany Kelly goes down swinging. That is Caitlin Williams' 3rd strikeout of the day. Lillian Jones steps in now, batting .333. She's 2 for 6 on the day. On the year, excuse me. Williams to the plate. Don't know where that one was at, but the umpire says ball 1. Central Hardin will be playing tomorrow against number 16 Pulaski County at Franklin County in the Capital City Showcase. So that one's called strike 1. They are on tap to play 2 on Saturday, weather permitting. One game is at least against number 19 Oldham County, and then the second game to be determined based on pool play results. And Jones swings through that for strike 2. Still a lot of softball and a lot of season left for both of these teams, trying to improve on their year and their record and trying to finish strong. And that's fouled away. Still 1-2. William gets her sign, looks in, and the pitch moves to the outside for 2 balls, 2 strikes. Down in 3-2. 3 balls, 2 strikes on Lillian Jones. And Lillian went chasing at a high 1 away for strike out number 2 of the inning. 4th one on the day for Caitlin Williams. Now batting for North Hardin will be number 10, Abigail Atkins, the left fielder. That one's fouled straight back. That ball moves to the outside batter's box for ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike to Atkins, senior left fielder, batting 200, 7 for 35 on the season. Atkins fouls that one straight back to the net. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the bottom of the second. 10-1 Central Hardin here at North Hardin Lady Trojan Field. And Atkins hangs in there, fouls that one straight back. And she pops that one up on the infield. The shortstop Jones takes it in the circle, and that's the 3rd out of the inning. So no runs on no hits and no errors, and after 2 innings, it's Central Hardin 10, North Hardin 1. And due up for Central Hardin in the top of the 3rd, you'll have the pitcher Caitlin Williams, second baseman Sydney Green, and center fielder Macy Martin when we return. And as we return, Caitlin Williams will be stepping in against Atkinson. And first pitch lined into right center, 1 hop into the wall, and Williams will be digging out to a leadoff double. Courtesy runner comes in for the pitcher there, and that's Lindley Britton. Number 80. Called strike on Sydney Green. Sydney got on by an E6 in the 2nd inning. That goes against 5. This is her first shot at Sydney Atkinson. Sydney's got her down 0-2. Foul to the right side and out of play by Green. Green hits a shot out to left field and back on the ball and caught by Atkins back there at the wall, and the pitch runner Britton tags up and goes to third base. That ball made it to the warning track, but Atkins got back there and made a play. Now batting for the Lady Bruins is Macy Martin. She's got a double and a single. Swing and miss on the first pitch. Macy Martin hits one to right field, and the wind carries that one out over the right center field wall for a 2-run home run by Macy Martin. I believe the wind caught that one and took it out the rest of the way for a 2-run home run. So she is a triple away from the cycle here at Lady Trojan Field. Emma Case now up to bat. That is Macy Martin's first home run of the season. That is her 9th RBI also. That's 12 runs on, I have 10 hits in 3 innings by the number 5 ranked team in the state, Central Hardin Lady Bruins. Two balls, no strikes to Emma Case. That ball was low. 3-0 on Emma Case. Leading hitter for Central Hardin, batting coming into the game at .568. She has a single and a double and 3 RBIs on the day. And she had the green light and fouls that one away. Three balls, one strike to Emma Case. And a shot down the left field line, foul for strike 2. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Emma had her 9th double of the season. That leads the team with 9. She also leads the team in hits now. She's led it with 21. She now has, and she hits a shot to right field that one hops the fence. She's digging for 2. Carly gets the ball back in, and stand-up double for Case. Case with her now 10th double of the season. That brings in Kelsey Waters, who has a 2-run home run and a double on the day. And she swings and fouls one out the left side for strike 1. Kelsey Waters started the day at .488, 21 for 43, so now she's 23 for 45. She has 5 home runs and 6 doubles, and she lines a base hit up the middle. Tony Milton shoots it home, and Waters will take second on the throw. Hardin Lady Bruins 13. The Lady Trojans 1. Due up for the Lady Trojans here in the top of the third will be Tony Melton, Carly Atkinson, and Emma Corder when we return in just a moment. And as we return, he'll have Tony Melton, Carly Atkinson, and Emma Corder due up for the Lady Trojans as they try to mount a little comeback here against the number 5 team in the state, Central Hardin Lady Bruins, and Caitlin Williams as Melton fouls that one back. Try to get some defensive changes here for Central Hardin as I can see them. Alyssa Gent, number 5, is in at second base. And number 4, Lily Padgett's in at first base. Sydney Green has moved over to shortstop. Those are the ones that I can see right at the moment. One ball, one strike to Tony Melton here in the top of the third. And she laces one into right field for a leadoff single by Tony Melton. Now we'll bring up Carly Atkinson on the right fielder. Last time up in the first inning, she hit one right back up the middle for a base hit. That one was low for ball one. Ball was in the dirt, and the right-hander's batter's box for ball two. Again, the Lady Trojans will not be back in action until next week. They'll take on John Hardin on Monday, the 26th. And then they'll be at John Hardin. Then they'll be at home against Fort Knox. And then they'll come back on Thursday to take on Elizabethtown. And then they'll have Whitesville Trinity, a doubleheader on May 1st. So they'll have a big week next week with many games, but they'll have the rest of the week off after tonight. 3 balls, no strikes for Carly Atkinson. And she earns a walk, though it's 2 on, no outs for the Lady Trojans. That brings up senior Emma Corder, the shortstop, batting .308 on the year. She had a single in the first that loaded the bases in the first inning. That was inside and almost hit her. 1 ball, no strike. So Williams got a big lead here, and she just needs to fill it up and throw strikes, but she's missing her spots at the moment, I'm sure. Coach Goodman would love for her just to fill it up and let her defense do the work. Umpire calls that strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Corder hits one back up the middle, and Williams decides just to take the out at first. 1-3 put out. The other runners move up 60 feet, so you have runners at second and third with 1 out, and that brings up Sydney Atkinson batting .417 on the year. She had a 4-3 put out in the first inning with an RBI. So Atkinson drove in the only run so far for the Lady Trojans, and she'll try to drive in 1 or 2 more here. That's called strike 1 on the outside corner. Atkinson came into the game tied with Tony Melton and leading the team in hits, and now it's tied with Tony Melton and leading the team in RBIs. So she's trying to help out her team and herself here with the RBI and hit situation here. And she pushes it to the right side to the first baseman for a 4-3 put out, just like in the first inning, but it brings a run in. So RBI for Atkinson again. 2 outs in the inning. That brings in Emily Fipe. And she struck out swinging in the first. 13-2, Central Hardin on top here. And she gets hit by the pitch, so she'll get to run down to first base there. So runners on first and third for the Trojans. That'll bring up North Hardin's catcher, Riley Crank. She struck out swinging in the first inning also. 216 on the year, 8 for 37. She'll try to bring in a run and keep the inning going for the Lady Trojans. Williams looks in, gets her sign. And ball one as Fife takes off for second. So 2 on. Runners at second and third. Crank looking to crank one out here and give her Lady Trojan a little spark. And she swings through one. 1-1's the count. And she hits one down the right field line. The right fielder dives after it, goes into the right field corner, so Crank's going to at least have a double, and she's legging one out, and she'll have a triple. 2 RBI triple for Riley Crank. Right fielder laid out for it, missed it, got all the way to the corner. So RBI, 2 RBI triple for Riley Crank. Gets 2 more in for the Lady Trojans. Cuts the margin from 13 to 4. Pitch runner in for the Lady Trojans. I don't have a name and a number for the player that just came in. So I'll try to get that name and number for the player that just came in. And now batting for Lady Trojans, Tiffany Kelly. Call strike. 1 ball, 1 strike to Tiffany Kelly for the Lady Trojans. And Tiffany Kelly swings and misses. 1-2 is the count. up and away. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And Tiffany Kelly swings through that one. That'll be a 3rd out. 5th strikeout on the night for Williams, but the Lady Trojans muster up 3 runs on 2 hits. No errors on the Central Hardin Lady Bruins, and after 3 complete, it's the Lady Bruins 13 and the Lady Trojans 4. This is a Hardin County Educational and Television Student Production. The HCEC-TV is a division of Hardin County Schools. The live Channel 1 programming is sponsored in part by Brandenburg Telecom, providing services for all your telecom needs. Physical therapy associates, more personal attention for more effective results, with locations in Elizabethtown, Hodgenville, Radcliffe, South Louisville, online at physicaltherapyky.com. Blue Ribbon Renovations is a newly locally owned Mark Harris company that's offering 0 interest, no payments, 12 months on windows, doors, fences, roofs, decks, and siding, and much, much more. To explore your options, schedule your appointment today with Michelle at 270-763-3186. As we return to the top of the 4th, you'll have Alicia Hager for the Lady Bruins, and she smokes one to left center, and that is gone. Home run by Hager. That is Hager's 2nd on the season. That is the 4th home run on the day for the Lady Bruins. They are putting on a hitting clinic. That is the 14th hit on the day. Umpire said a no-go for ball 1 on the pitcher, Caitlin Williams. That ball moves outside, 2-0. And Williams off the glove of Quarter. I believe that may be an E6 on Quarter. I think that was very catchable there. So, got a courtesy runner. Lindley Britton back into pitch run for Williams. Now batting for the Lady Bruins will be Sydney Green. Sydney got on in the 2nd inning by an error and then flew out to the left fielder in the 3rd. And Britton on the steal and very bang play, but it was called safe. Nice throw by Crank, just a tad bit late.
Blue, what's count?
Three balls, no strikes on Sydney Green here in the top of the 4th. That one's popped straight back over our heads here. 3 balls, 2 strikes on Green. Hager took the first pitch she saw here in the fourth over the left field wall. Caitlin Williams hit one short, E6. This time Quarter redeems herself with a 6-3 put out at first. Britton advances on the throw, so we have one on at third, one out. And Macy Martin back at the plate. This is her fourth at bat in 4 innings. She has a double in the first, a single in the second, a home run in the third. So she's looking for that elusive triple for the cycle. All one outside. That one's off the end of the bat for strike one. Same pitch, same result, off the end of the bat for strike two. 1-2 on Martin. And that one's through the 5-6 hole for another base hit and RBI for Martin. As she scores Britton, makes it 15-4 Lady Bruins. Emma Case now up to bat for the Lady Bruins. That one's up and away and off the mitt of Crank, so Martin will move up to second base on the pass ball. Pitch hits the outside corner for call strike one. In the case, double in the first, single in the second, double in the third. That ball moves that to the outside for ball two, 2-1. Case chases that one, making it 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. You have Martin at second. Got 2 in for the Lady Bruins here in the fourth. Shot down the 5. Line drive caught out. For the second out of the inning, Martin retreats back in time. No play there. That brings in number 19, Carly Perry. Carly Perry will be entering the game here. Carly Perry is 3 for 14 on the year. She's batting .214, and she swings and misses. Crank lets that one get beside her. And back to the backstop. Perry lines that one down the third base line, just foul. Carly Perry is a junior. Has an 0-2 count on her, and she swings and misses for the third out. Lady Bruins get 2 runs off of 2 hits and 1 error. And after 3.5, it's 15-4 Lady Bruins. And the Lady Trojans will have Lillian Jones, Abigail Atkins, and Tony Milton up in the bottom of the fourth. Let's continue with our sponsors. We want to thank them for bringing this our production. Waddell's Auto and Scrap Metal Recycling, a family-owned business with a competitive prices, pickup service, and friendly staff available for your recycling needs. Located in Elizabethtown on 31W, just south of Exit 91 on I-65. Call 270-982-7206 and talk to someone about scrapping metal and recycling. E-Town Exterminating is locally owned, family-run pest control company and has been serving Hardin County, Meade, Grayson, and Nelson counties and the surrounding area since 1976. Whatever your pest control issues are, termites, spiders, crickets, general pests, even moles, their team has the knowledge, skill, and training to safely and effectively eliminate the problem. Call 270-737-6900 or go online to mugabug.com. And West Point Bank has 5 offices located in Elizabethtown, Ratcliffe, Upton, Glendale, and West Point. Find us on westpointbank.com. Let us help make life simpler. West Point Bank, hometown banking made simpler. As we start the bottom of the fourth, Lillian Jones will be stepping to the plate. She struck out swinging in the second, and she starts out with a swing and a miss. Into the game for Central. Hardin in the circle now is number 28, Skyler Snodgrass. Skyler Snodgrass has seen her 3rd game this year. She's pitched 5 innings. She's given up 9 hits, 4 runs, 3 of those are earned. Hasn't walked anybody. She's struck out 4. She has had one of the losses this year. She has a 4.2 ERA. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Jones, and she swings and misses for strike 3. First out of the inning. Abby Atkins steps to the plate, the left fielder for North Hardin. She popped out to the shortstop last time up, and she fouled that one straight back over our heads. Skyler Snodgrass is a junior, also for the Lady Trojans, or excuse me, the Lady Bruins. 1 ball, 1 strike to Abby Atkins. And Atkins sends one out to the deep center. Back goes Martin. She hauls that one in for the 2nd out. That brings up Tony Melton for the Lady Trojans. Back in the first, she walked in the first and scored on Sydney Atkins, put out it to ground out the 2nd, and the 3rd she singled to right center, scored again on Sydney Atkinson's ground out to 2nd. And first pitch to Tony is wide outside to the backstop for ball 1. She fouls that one off to the Central Hardin dugout. Melton suffered a torn ACL about 2 years ago, so she still plays with a brace on that left leg. Doesn't slow her down much, but she just feels comfortable playing with that brace on. Ball on the dirt for ball 2. High and tight for 3 balls and a strike. Off her fist, up middle. She's hit second baseman up and over. Green to Paget for put out on the Speedy Melton for the third out of the inning. No runs on no hits and no errors after 4 complete innings. It is Central Hardin 15 and North Hardin 4. And when we return, it will be Madeline Jones, Cassie Muse, and Trish Kolasanti up for Central Hardin. As we return to action, it'll be Lily Paget entered the game, and she lines a shot down to third base line for a leadoff single. Lily came in a couple innings ago to play first base, and this is her first at bat. And Lily's going to take off for second on that drop ball. Batting here now for Central Hardin is going to be Skyler Snodgrass. She came in last inning to pitch, and she lines one into left field, and she scores Paget for an RBI single. Central Hardin's putting some subs in here. So this is Alyssa Gent, number 5. She's into the game now. She fouls the first one off. Second pitch is called ball. 1-1 on Gent. You have Snodgrass at first. 16-4 here in the 5th for the Lady Bruins. Gent fouls that one back. Gent is 11 for 33 on the year, batting .333. 4 RBIs, 3 doubles on the year. So she's seen a lot of action at the plate. And she lines that one left field, but caught by the left fielder, Abby Atkins, for the first out. That brings in Hager. Hager hit a shot out the left field, over the left field fence last time at bat. Struck out looking in the first, hit a 5-3 put out in the second, and a home run. And she may have done it again, but it is foul. Just a long, loud strike. Foul ball here. She's put a couple good swings on the last couple of bats for Hager. She swings and miss on what looked to be a changeup here. No balls, 2 strikes on Hager. And called strike 3. I believe that's Atkins' 4th strikeout since she's come into the game. She came in back in the 3rd inning, I believe. And here is Williams, and she just lines a double down the left field line. That's her second double of the game. Caitlin getting an opportunity to hit. Was 3 for 6 coming in today. She's got 2 doubles. This is Green, and she is popped out and dropped by Carly Atkinson. That's going to score 2 more on the air.
Is that 1 or 2 committed?
2.
2. Thank you. You're welcome.
That brings in Macy Martin. Double in the first, single in the second, homer in the third, a single in the fourth. She's still chasing that elusive triple for the cycle. Up and away, 1 ball, 1 strike.
I need to get some blown.
18-4 Lady Bruins here in the 5th. Two balls and a strike to Martin. Bruins get 5 in the first, 5 in the second, 3 in the third, 2 in the fourth, and 3 here in the 5th so far for their 18. Strike 2 on Martin. Trojans get 1 in the first, they get none in the second, 3 in the third, 0 in the fourth, and they get to bat in the 5th for their 4. 18-4 here in the 5th for the Lady Bruins. A shot out into left and out of play by Martin. No doubt that the Lady Bruins have put on a hitting clinic today. They have had some solid swings and some solid contact. Ball inside almost hits her, and Green scoots down to second on the pass ball. Another one pulled foul and out of play by Martin. Three balls, 2 strikes to Martin. Fouled back and out of play. And Martin takes ball 4. 2 on, 2 out, and Emma Case back to the plate for the Lady Bruins. Double in the first, single in the second, double in the third, line to a third baseman, and that one's right back up the middle. Tony Milton misplays that one, and that's just going to be a single with an RBI. For Emma Case. 19-4 Lady Bruins here. Brings in Carly Perry, but before that, Lady Trojan coach comes out and wants to talk with his infield and pitcher here. Carly Perry will be the 9th batter in the inning.
No, she's slid on her knee. And she ain't probably used to see tractor going the other way.
Catch it.
And coming up for Central Hardin for the rest of the week, they are scheduled to play in the Capital City Showcase in Franklin County. They play at 9 p.m. tomorrow night against number 16 Pulaski County. Then, if weather permitting, they are to play at 11 a.m. against number 19 Oldham County. And then, to be determined, another opponent on Saturday. North Hardin does not have any more games this week and has a full slate of games next week with John Hardin, Fort Knox, Elizabethtown, and then 2 with Trinity on Saturday. So ball 1 to Perry. That ball is fouled out in front off of Perry. It's called strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 out. 19-4 Lady Bruins. Perry pulls that one foul down the line for strike 2. And Perry hits one off the top of the fence. It stays in. 1 run will score. RBI single for Perry. And McCase will move over to third. First and third, 2 outs. And that'll bring up Lily Paget. She'll bat for the 2nd time in this inning, as Central Hardin has batted around in this inning. (20-4) Central Hardin. That's a shot down the line to the third baseman. 5 over to first base, short hop. Tiffany Kelly can't make the play. Run will score. Runners do not advance. E5 on the play. That brings up Skyler Snodgrass. Snodgrass fouls that one straight back to here. Bubba's. Ball's outside, 2-1. Central Hardin still has number 7 Louisville Butler on their schedule, number 6 Male, number 2 Louisville Ballard, number 10 Assumption, number 8 Warren East, and number 1 South Warren. So they still have a lot of softball, a lot of good teams left. Base hit off the glove of Fife over there on third for Snodgrass. Runners advance 1 more base. So we got bases loaded for Alyssa Gent, and looks like we are going to have a pitch and change. And Ashley Learrett's going to be coming into the game for North Hardin. Ashley is a sophomore, and she has pitched in 1 game. 6 hits, 2 runs. She does have 1 win under her belt there. So Learrett will come in with bases loaded, trying to get the 3rd out of the inning. Tiffany Kelly was removed from the game, so Learrett will place her in the lineup. Sydney Atkinson has moved she went from right field to second, now to first, and Sydney went from second to pitcher back to first, or just back to second. So we have an Atkinson right side here. First pitch by Lyritt is ball one. Jen, her first at bat, lined a hard one to left field that Abby Atkins made a spectacular play on earlier in the inning. Lyritt with ball too high. Hard shot down the third base line, down by the dugout. Strike one, 2 balls, 1 strike. (21-4) Lady Bruins here over the Lady Trojans. Ball 3. Unofficially, the Lady Bruins have 21 hits today. 21 runs, 21 hits. And Lyritt walks another Lady Bruin runner in. Everybody moves up 1 base here. And that'll bring in Hager. Hager is 2 for 4 on the day with 2 doubles. Reached on air and a ground out 4-3 in the first inning.
Yeah, I think you did that on purpose.
I gotta come off the bench.
Yeah. I was going to wonder, what's she doing? It was obvious, too.
Believe there was a runner left early, called out there, so the Trojans get out of the inning there. That's a third out.
She left early.
Left early there, so third out of the inning. So we're heading to the bottom of the 5th. Lady Bruins 22, Lady Trojans 4. Lady Trojans will have Carly Atkinson, Emma Corder, and Sydney Atkinson due up in their bottom half of the 5th. Snodgrass will be back in the circle for the Lady Bruins. As we come back here in the bottom of the 5th, Carly Atkinson will lead off for the Lady Trojans here in the bottom of the 5th. Carly with a swing and the miss on Snodgrass' first pitch to her. Snodgrass come in the 4th inning, and she saw 3 batters. Struck out the first, had a fly out to center, and a ground out to second. Little slow change up to center field, and played by Hardin for out number 1. Now batting is the shortstop, senior Emma Corder. She's got a base hit and ground out in the 3rd. Called strike 1. Quarter batting .308 on the year, 12 for 39. She's now 13 for 41. That ball moved to the outside for ball one. 1 ball, 1 strike to quarter. Foul back by Quarter. Three balls, 2 strikes to Quarter. Quarter fouls that one straight back. Three balls, 2 strikes, 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th. 22-4 Central Hardin. That one's fisted foul by Quarter. Actually on the mound right now is Hager. And she draws the walk. Now batting is Atkinson. Atkinson's had both, has 2 RBIs on the night. Both are ground out to second base, but she's produced 2 RBIs for the Lady Trojans tonight. Call strike 1. And Atkinson shoots one to right field, misplayed by the right fielder. Atkinson thought about third, scores Quarter. Give her a single to her right, and then an E9 that will score the run. So Trojans get another run here, make it 22-5, and that brings in 5 hits one down to second base on the first pitch she sees. For out number 2, Atkinson moves over to third base, so that brings in Riley Crank, the catcher. Last time up, Crank hit one down the right field line. The right fielder dove for it. Crank gets a triple out of it and 2 RBIs. North Hardin's going to need a lot of runs, a lot of hits to keep this going tonight. So Crank's going to have to keep it going. Strike 1 call. And that one hits her right in the shoulder. Now batting was number 3, Rachel Ritchie. Rachel Ritchie is 2 for 6 on the season. I'm sorry, 4 for 21 on the season, 190. 2 RBIs and has a double and a home run. So she has some pop in her bat. First and third, 2 outs for the Lady Trojans as Richie looks at strike one. Richie fouls that one off to the backstop. So no balls, 2 strikes to Rachel Ritchie. And Rachel Ritchie chases a high one upstairs, and that's the 3rd out, and that is the ball game. The Lady Bruins 22, the Lady Trojans 5. The number 5 ranked Lady Bruins show some power and might tonight. They pound out 21 hits with 22 runs on 21 hits. There were 6 Lady Trojan errors. The Lady Trojans get 5 runs on 5 hits. No errors on the Lady Bruins. All I can say is that this is the first time that I've seen the Lady Bruins play this year. Pretty impressive display of hitting and fielding. They show why they're the number 5 team in the state. They have a big schedule coming up over the next several days and weeks. The Lady Trojans are just going to have to refocus, get ready for the rest of their season. They're young. They've got a lot of season left, and just continue to improve. I know that's probably the message that Coach Gumby is going to preach to them and teach to them, but they still have a lot of season left. They have the rest of the week off, and then they have a big week next week with John Hardin, Fort Knox, Elizabethtown, and 2 of the Whitesville Trinity. So we hope that they continue to look toward their future and the rest of their season. And then with Central Hardin, again, they come out tomorrow night with number 16 Pulaski County, and then this Saturday they'll play number 19 Oldham County, and then another game to be announced at the Capital City Showcase. And then next week they have John Hardin, Fort Knox, and then they go to the Owensboro Catholic Classic. And those teams are yet to be determined. So they have a big week next week also. So it's been a pleasure to bring you tonight's 17th District ball game, where we had Central Hardin 22, the Lady Trojans of North Hardin 5. I'm Kevin Estes. I thank everyone that's been with us tonight. I appreciate our crew that has kept us on the air, put our production together. Miss Gina Ryan, Miss Kyler Barkley, and Brendan Dennis from Central Hardin, and Miss Alana Holt from North Hardin. We thank you for your camera work and all your work with the production and the computer graphics to keep us going. Thank you to HCEC and our sponsors for allowing this to happen. And we thank you again, and hopefully you tune in for more of our productions and our sports productions here on HCEC-TV. I'm Kevin Estes, and good night.